Anyhow, I guess that one will be a two-parter. I had to quickly do something which meant pausing the video, which made for fun. So let's go with the small brush here. Get it in there. We've given this a bit of a shake. Pop it open, and we are going to mark off this commander by painting the top, at least so far. Well, I'll go with right now. I'll go with the top half of this pauldron, which may take a couple of coats. So what I was doing before was organising my crisis suits I primed tonight, this afternoon, in the cold, because, you know, that's what we like to do. Prime stuff in the cold, because it's a smart idea. I did get the primer nice and warm, so I didn't have too much of an issue there. It was more the fact that the temperature made it a little hard to the primer to work as best as possible. But we soldier on. The miniatures were kind of playing the game, and we are painting the commander's pauldron to make it obvious that this gentleman is indeed in charge, which will obviously help with a bit of unit coloration, gives my guys a little bit of something different. Makes it look like I actually tried a little harder. Because to be honest, sometimes I feel like, as much as I'm doing what I like doing with the theory behind my colour choices, I feel like I'm not trying hard enough. If that makes sense. Like it's like I'm taking the easy option by doing the colour scheme that I'm doing, which is definitely not at all what I'm trying to do. I'm actually really trying to do something that I am accepting of and quite proud of the effort and work I'm putting in. And because I've got the heater cranked up, because it's quite cold, I've actually got the ability to put a second coat on pretty quickly by the looks of it, because this is actually drying rather fast, which is a bonus for me, because it means that I'll be able to stop using this colour shortly, because I will have completed what I need to do. So let's just set that aside for the time being. Close that off. We will get that done. What we're going to do is we're going to take a few of these guys, and we are going to, actually this guy, so you can see that I've done the background there. I am actually going to go in, oops, not with that, with, I think we'll use Storm Fiend once I've actually gotten this to shake up, so excuse the loud noise. I think in order to break this up, I'm going to pause this so that I can get it on the vortex mixer. So, this is as you can see the bottom of the pot there, it's taking quite a while to get this mixed. I haven't used it for a while, so the pigment has settled in the bottom of the pot. So I'm just going to quickly pause the video again just to try and get some more of that broken up so I can get the colour the right way. As you can see, well, it's come a little better, but let's have a crack with this this brush and see what. Now, this is obviously a test model at the moment because I am trying to try something different. I just want to see if it'll play the game. So let's get some blue in there. I think I might actually even go across the outside a little bit. Oh, went too far over the top there. I'm just trying to get some, what I'm hoping looks like engine glow. So getting, I do have a very light blue dry brush that I can actually use when I learn to talk after while concentrate at the same time, which I can actually use. Oh geez, I'm getting right over the lip there. That's not the plan, but you know, test model. See if I can tidy it up in a second. I'm just going to get around the edge. There we go. It's not too bad. I might just get some white on it just to try and thingo it up, but we'll get this blue and we'll leave it in there for a little while. We might try the opposite. We're going to start with this blue in another model and try and build up to a lighter colour and see whether what the difference is. So this one has currently got no colour on it, so we're just going to go like so. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Just going to try and pump the thing, get something different. As I said, I'm really looking to try and expand my, every time I paint something, every time I try something, I'll bounce off a friend of mine who is not too bad of a painter. I don't have anything yet. I don't think I have it. I don't actually have anything. I don't have anything on my desk or in my possession that belongs to me that he has painted for me. He is currently working on my Dark Strider, which will eventually come back to me once he's finished with that. So that will be an interesting kettle of fish. But this is something that he sent me in terms of using for engines on that Space Marine have, you know, like on the back of the jump packs for the interceptors. So I'll try something new, which I always want to do because I want to push my painting skills a little bit, and we'll see how we go. So we'll let these couple of guys, which one more there, we'll let these guys dry after we've done this, and this will be the end of another video, and then we'll get into some more stuff in another one. I'm just trying to, as I said, sometimes I had to pause the video before because I was doing something and then it closed on me. So there will be a couple of videos in this bank of what I'm up to, part 19, where you get, you know, part 1 and 2 of, like, say, you know, part B, part 1, part 2, which I've got to do. I uploaded part 1 of video 19, or batch video 19, B part 1 earlier today, so we'll be able to do that with a few of these. As I said, just trying something different. Like recently I have painted that stripe on the sergeants of the crisis suit unit, just to break up, or just not really to break up, it's more just to give an indication as to who is who in the unit, which is fair, because we do the similar things when you're painting the, you know, the sergeant or the lieutenant. With Space Marines, sergeants usually have a red helmet, so I know my Hellblasters, my sergeant, I'm pretty sure I started painting extra blocks of yellow on him to really emphasize that he was the sergeant of the squad. Most times my sergeant is the one that ends up without a helmet. So let's try this on the big fella too. Let's get this into the engines of our commander. See, we're in the midst of painting this sucker and putting him together and whatnot. So while we're at this point in time, let's have a crack at this and see if we can get it working in some kind of fashion. I think I'll be able to go over this with like a really thin white, maybe, to try and dull out the center, and then I can put a lighter color over the white, and then I should be able to dry brush, because I do have that pro acrylic in the background, which is a very, very thin white. If I put some Lamian medium with it, or contrast medium, to really water it down some more, I may be able to really look at working on getting that sorted out. But what we will do maybe is, while I'm here, because this goes towards the ground and whatnot, and we might actually just paint the inside just quickly to try and show off that thought process of what we're doing inside the vehicle. We're trying to get this blue in just to make it look like he has engines that are actually operational, and then we can, you know, work our way around making it look a little different, a little interesting. As I said, I'm trying to really advance my painting skills. Every time I paint, I want to be better than the last time I painted. So whether that's, you know, I learnt to dry brush, and now I've learnt to panel line, which has then given me, you know, the ability to change the tact I take in terms of how I approach something. I've learnt to be a little bit more smoother with my brush work, making sure not to, you know, get too far out of the square per se. Trying to very much learn how to use, say, like the side of the brush, for instance, rather than relying on, you know, the belly of the brush or the tip of the brush to get where I'm up to, so that I can, you know, work towards, which hopefully will happen eventually, some highlighting, edge highlighting, which would be something that would be quite nice. But we put those colours in, so we'll ditch that for the time being, even though it's not really fully cleared off, but shit happens. And we've got no... I think currently I am not in the possession of anything I can mix with. So I would like to put some of that, what have I got? Storm Shield Hard Coat. I thought I had it out here. I don't have to, it should be in front of me somewhere. I had it. And I'm gonna have to find it again. Well, that's fun. I definitely had it out. But anyway, for right now, I'm going to call that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys. Bye.